Today we'll be discussing why I think Vanny as a new antagonist of the Five Nights at Freddy's series failed. Vanny, in my opinion, was completely ruined ever since her introduction in Security Breach, and continues to be a pointless character in the Ruined DLC. If you're interested in more content like this, make sure to leave a comment down below on what videos you would like to see next, and subscribe to stay updated on future content. Vanny was initially introduced in Help Wanted. Although some may argue that she was originally in Five Nights at Freddy's AR first, because of some unreleased emails that were leaked that include Vanessa, Scott Cawthon spoke to a moderator from the Five Nights at Freddy's subreddit, and stated that he expected the emails to be leaked eventually, confirming to us that the scrapped content was going to be canon at some point. However, for the sake of this video, we won't be diving into this topic, because it is unsure how accurate the information in these emails are, and whether anything was changed from what the emails originally said. Fazbear Entertainment wanted to create a new VR game known as Help Wanted to recover their reputation from the previous events of Five Nights at Freddy's. They told the game developers to use the old animatronic circuit boards to scan them into the VR game to speed up the development process. By doing this, they accidentally released a malicious virus that would take form in a spring Bonnie costume called Glitch Trap. Vanessa, the person we play as in Help Wanted, is one of the beta testers, and while playing the VR game, the Glitch Trap virus slowly takes over her mind. Vanessa becomes a follower of Glitch Trap and creates her own costume that looks similar to the spring Bonnie costume that Glitch Trap uses. When holding the Glitch Trap plush and the Vanny mask, you hear this.
Yes, I hear you. I know. No. There's no miscommunication. I understand. Yes, I have it. I made it myself. I think you would like it. No one suspects anything.
Help Wanted explains the backstory of Vanessa and how she eventually becomes Vanny. Steelwool does a great job introducing this new character to the player early on, so that we know why Vanny is evil and who she is being manipulated by when Security Breach comes around. Speaking of Security Breach, this game completely drops the ball when it comes to this new established character. Vanessa gets hired as head security guard in a mega pizzaplex, although she has no experience and qualifications for the job. In Security Breach, Gregory sneaks into the pizzaplex overnight, and Vanessa tries to find him and chase him down to return him to his parents or to the police. At the same time, Vanessa also uses her Vanny costume to hide her identity to possibly kidnap or even kill Gregory. Vanny in the promotional art was shown with a knife, but in the game her knife is completely gone. The knife made her seem more creepy and intimidating, however it was removed, most likely due to Steelwool wanting the game to stay as family friendly as possible. In my opinion, Steelwool should have kept the knife, but not made Vanny use it in-game, because her character is based on becoming like William Afton, who also used a knife as well. Also, in the official trailers for Security Breach, Vanny was shown to have more voice lines and be an important character.
Your friends are worried about you. They're here with me. Please come out. Gregory, I may have lost my temper earlier, but it was just a glitch. It won't happen again.
Vanny would take advantage of her double personality to persuade and trick Gregory into trusting her, while Vanessa does want to help him, but can't because she knows that she is a danger to Gregory whenever Glitch Trap takes control of her. It creates an interesting dilemma for Gregory as he doesn't know whether to believe her or not, making it a difficult choice on what he should do. However, this element in Security Breach is completely gone, and Vanny never acknowledges that she and Vanessa are the same person, but rather makes it a mystery. There are currently barely any voice lines that Vanny has in game. She mostly repeats,
"Are you having fun yet?"
throughout the game, which can get annoying and is disappointing compared to what we saw in the trailers. In Security Breach, it is also extremely rare for Vanny to even appear during gameplay, and is barely seen as a threat to Gregory. Vanny first appears after Gregory escapes the Superstar daycare when in the recharge station. Gregory sees Vanny walk by, however for Glamrock Freddy, Vanny is entirely invisible. This is an interesting idea as it makes her unique from the other animatronics, but it is never used to its full potential. Glamrock Freddy never has another encounter with Vanny until the end of the game, where he already has Roxy's eyes. Another appearance is when after Gregory gets captured by Vanessa, he gets put into Lost and Found. Vanny then chases Gregory and he must grab a screwdriver to escape into a vent. This is one of the better sections, but it still fails to make Vanny feel threatening. She walks very slowly in a childlike manner and the music that plays is very repetitive and it's not really scary. She does appear again in other sections. However, they are very minimal and aren't scripted or have any major cutscenes. There is a part where Gregory's in an elevator and Vanessa tells him to go to the main stage. However, when you go there, nothing happens. This is one of the many sections that are incomplete in Security Breach. These are the only times where Vanny is shown to have any importance in the story. Security Breach fails to build up the character of Vanny, and is just like every other enemy, such as the Glamrock animatronics. There is nothing special to Vanny, being the secondary villain alongside Burntrap, as she barely does anything but chase you sometimes. We also don't learn anything new about her relationship with Glitchtrap and Security Breach, other than a hint in the therapy sessions that can be heard through CDs scattered around the map.
I can't talk about this. He said he would always be watching. He could be here, or there, or anywhere in between.
It feels like she has no real purpose, and she was meant to be a completely different character than what was given to us in the current game. After that, she is only seen in the endings of Security Breach, but because of the Ruined DLC, these endings are now irrelevant. The Ruined DLC tells us that every ending except the Princess Quest ending were completely made up and drawn by Gregory, when originally it was supposed to tell us what would occur if that specific scenario happened. This means that the information that we know from these endings aren't reliable anymore. In one of the endings where Gregory uses a missing children newspaper to cover himself to go to sleep in a box, is potentially no longer real, which Vanny would have been responsible for. Making these endings have no meaning makes Vanny lose even more plot relevance, which is completely unnecessary. The only good thing that came out of this is that we no longer have to worry about why there were two Vanessas in the fire escape ending. Because the Mimic was revealed to be Burntrap this entire time, the Glitchtrap virus was most likely created by the Mimic, which was an AI program wanting to mimic William Afton. In my opinion, this is even worse than if Glitchtrap was the remnant of William Afton, as that means Vanny was being manipulated by a virus created by an endoskeleton. This also deconfirms that Vanny had any involvement with the creation of Burntrap, since the Mimic has been created a very long time ago according to Gregory in the elevator. It doesn't make sense why Glitchtrap needs Vanny in the first place. We first thought it was to rebuild William Afton back from the dead, or to turn her into the next main villain under his control, but this was never the case. In the canon timeline, Vanny is being controlled by a virus created from an AI program, wanders around the Pizzaplex failing to help Glitchtrap, and gets easily defeated by Gregory through the Princess Quest machine. This makes Vanny a terrible character as she didn't have a major role in anything, and was only there to be a minor inconvenience to Gregory. Vanny's backstory was very well written, however everything else was poorly executed and badly planned out. This was most likely due to Security Breach being rushed, which unfortunately made the game unfinished, having to cut a ton of content, including most of Vanny's involvement with the story and her character development. Vanny is one of the characters with the most missed potential ever, and I don't see how Steelwolf Studios can make her come back without making the storyline even more complex than it is. Vanny could have been one of the best villains of the Five Nights at Freddy series. However, because of the issues with the Mimic existing, the endings being retconned, and her having no significance in the story, there was no real reason to have Vanny in Security Breach. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to leave a like down below and let me know how you would have changed Vanny to make her a better character. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.